Well, Duffs, first of all, welcome back and into your new role as manager. How have you found the first week or so officially in charge?
Yeah, really good. It's been a good first week back. Obviously the lads have been in and it's been really intense, to be honest. I had a few people moaning. Probably expected the balls to be out a little bit more, but pre-season's always about hard work and, and that's what it has been.
Of course it was, and the exciting stuff came today in your first game in charge officially against the New Saints. How did you find it?
I thought it was a really good game. First half it was, testing the way they played the formation. They played a two sitting and two tens. We found it a little bit difficult to get to grips with that, but I thought we'd done really well. Probably the chance what they scored from was the only real opportunity that they had. They were a little bit fortunate with that, with the double hit. But yeah, I thought he'd done really well.
Obviously not the result you wanted in the end, but that aside, how would you assess the team's performance as a whole, and do you think you perhaps deserved a little bit more from it as well?
I'd say that. I think a draw would probably be the fair result for us, minimum really. We created the better opportunities. I thought we moved the ball about the pitch really well. For us, look, we've only been in just over a week, so that little final pass run is always going to be a little bit rusty to start with. But there was some really good play, and we got into some brilliant areas of the pitch. A couple of 1v1s with the keeper, and these are all things that we're going to work on from now till the start of the season. So we're only going to get fitter and stronger and better.
You fielded two sides effectively, plenty of new faces amongst those two 11s. I'm sure you're glad of just being able to give them all a run out today and seeing them in the flesh.
Yeah, definitely. I think pre-season is obviously one. You're looking at your new players, seeing how they fit into the system, seeing what the fitness levels are like. But yeah, it's just about giving them game time, getting them used to each other. Thankfully we've come through it with, I think, no real serious injuries. Hardy's picked up a tight glute, so that was just precaution to take him off. But no, really good test for us all.
Other than the James Hardy injury, which I'm glad to hear he seems to be okay, another big talking point was the penalty that Kane Drummond earned. Yeah. James Berry took it away. It was ruled out for a double connection. What was your take on that?
Yeah, look, it is what it is. Obviously the letter of the law says if you do the double hit, it is a foul. But hopefully we get those out of the way now, and we don't do that in the season really. But again, it's just about enjoying the game, getting used to the formation, getting used to the new players, and getting a really good sweat on.
Controversial decision, and what could have been aside. There was plenty, I'm sure, to be encouraged by from what you've seen out there today, especially in that second half too.
Yeah, it was brilliant. As I say, the first half was tough going at times because of the way they moved the ball about the pitch and the formation that they played. But again, that's learning for our players of how to problem solve while you're in the game. It can't always come from the side of the pitch. They've got to be able to do that. Second half, obviously they changed the team around, and I thought we were by far the better team second half. We moved the ball about the pitch, we pressed high, we was on the front foot, and we challenged them physically. And I thought there was some really good performances out there. So obviously the fans who came down, I'll be really pleased to see some of the new signings' performances. Yeah,
it's been great to see them out there this week, especially the fans as well as the players. It's Bury at home up next on Saturday. Another chance to just get that first win under your belt almost straight away.
Yeah, definitely. I'd say pre-season, it's so important that you do well. You get that momentum of winning games, but look, we're playing against a Champions League team today who they're 6 weeks into their pre-season. They're at the latter stages of their pre-season, like I just talked about then. And going on to Bury next week, it'll be a good test for us again. Bury are a team who's wanting to get promoted out of their division. We've been there and done that before. But again, every game that you go into, we look to play our way, and we'll just be concentrating on ourselves really.
Well, thank you very much, Dustin.
No worries.